We're at Black Tech Week. My name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon, interviewing the amazing Vanessa. Vanessa, give us your full name and your title, and then I want to dive into a little bit of one thing. You know about a lot of things, but one thing you know very well is communications. Full name and title.
My name is Vanessa Misoon. I am the Director of Communications and Media for Lightship Foundation, the organization that owns Black Tech Week.
I love it. And what is Lightship Foundation?
Lightship Foundation is an organization that provides educational programming to entrepreneurs, right? So we give boot camps in cities across the country and teach them about things like marketing and branding, product placement, legal, etc.
I love it. What does communication mean to you in your job? And then I want to really dive into the one question to ask: how do people get the attention of the media? That's where I want to go. But let's just define what you do in the generic sense. What is communication about? I have a new pair of glasses I'm trying to brand, trying to get out. How do I talk
Well,
about
Gucci
this?
doesn't need that help.
Right,
so.
but I have a competing product. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So communication for me, specifically when I'm talking with entrepreneurs, means communicating their value proposition clearly, right? So what makes your product different from other products? Why should people buy it? And why should people care about what you're doing? Yeah.
Actually, Munson, who I met through you, talked about that. He didn't have a unique selling point when he
Yes,
first
the
started
USP.
out. Yeah. So let's go. One question is, how do entrepreneurs, how can small businesses get more publicity? I know it's a big question, but let's talk about the aspect of the pitch. I got this new product. I got this new thing. I got my story. I want to be on CNBC. I want to be on Zone of Genius. I want to be on Rolling Out. What's your advice to your clients when they come to you and say, we want more visibility? What do you walk them through?
Really, it's kind of just like two parts.
Okay.
It's going to be, one, your messaging needs to be extremely clear and extremely concise and to the point, right? I think a lot of the mistake or the misstep that a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of people make is they just talk really long, right? And especially in communications and things like pitch decks and one-pagers, you want to be really brief, especially where we are right now with social media and technology. Anything that's going to be too wordy is going to get ignored, right? In an email, you need to grab someone's attention with the with the subject box, and then in 2 sentences when they open it. Otherwise, it's being ignored. So the same thing kind of translates with products and product placement and pitching things. You just have to get to the point. So that's one. 2, it's like you discussed yesterday on the panel. Connectivity and relationships, okay? So you have to know somebody that knows somebody. And I mean, personally myself, that's how I landed here at this moment. Relationships, my entire professional life, my entire, model for success. There's really no strategy for me other than being disciplined about what I'm doing, which entrepreneurs also have to do, and making a point to be connecting with people and making relationships.
And I know we got about 2 minutes to go because I know you got a lot going on today.
Okay, let's go.
One thing I will talk about, one last thing I'll end on this. I want to get them to cover my product, but yet you're saying I have to have a relationship. Relationship doesn't get me to cover. Like, how do I balance that between, hi, Vanessa, how are you today? How are you doing? Here's a cup of coffee. Can we chat? Versus, I wish you would just cover my product.
That's an amazing question because I get that a lot here at this conference, right? People stop me and ask me that. I think that there really is kind of a dance a little bit, right? Because you do want to make a relationship, but you don't want to come off like you're like being too thirsty or too pushy, right? I think that people, especially the investors that I work with, or people that are on my team and the people I know professionally, we all know, okay, I know when I step off that stage, I know as I'm walking around here, everyone who approaches me wants something from me.
Absolutely.
I know that. Okay. So just be clear about what it is you want without being obnoxious. I feel like that is the key, because the minute you become pushy or obnoxious with me, I'm turning you off, and that's how that goes. But be direct, right? Be direct, be honest, and guess what? If someone's interested, they'll follow up. If they're not, they won't.
Yeah, I love it. Vanessa, one more time, give us your full name and your title and all those good things.
Vanessa Misoon, Director of Communications, Lightship Organization, and Black Tech Week.
And I'm Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Thank you, Vanessa.